I've really been enjoying this so far. This is the Jungle Skytower that I talked about. So far it's only 3 plots high, so it's not all that tall, but it kind of seems like it because I am on top of a fairly steep mountain right where I'm at. And I already demonstrated how you can use the chisel to do things like what I'm doing, but I'm just going to continue to finish this build off here. They did, and by they I mean the developers, did put in some stuff here. That sound is pretty obnoxious, so let me crank that down. Let's see. Alright, that's better. Okay, so let's see, what was I saying? So the developers did limit the chisel, or not the chisel, the grapple a bit. With the copper grapple, this is now as far as you can extend right here. So, which is alright. I mean, this is actually quite a big range of motion, and I think each level that you go up, it can extend a little farther. And I think that the rate at which you get reeled in also goes up higher, so that's kind of cool. We can test that as soon as I'm done with this here. But when I started to build, I was trying to do it the way that you used to have to do it when you couldn't just go through and chisel blocks that were stacked on top of each other, and I was trying to do it as I was building, and it just was really slow. And boy, I'll tell you, this working with the grapple hook makes it way faster, and not only that, but it's kind of nice to be able to see more of your completed work and be able to tell exactly what's going to happen when you do make your chisels, and I can see them as I do them. So the base of this tower, which is the only part that I've got done so far, is all made out of glacier ice, and then I think I'm going to make the well, I think it's just called glacier, the block is anyway. The next tier I'm going to make out of probably just normal ice, which is white if you haven't seen it before. And then I'm thinking it would be kind of fun to top it off with white gleam, especially at night, because I don't know if you've seen, if it gets dark here I'll show you, but at nighttime the draw distance, it stays the same as whatever it's set to, but things really stand out that are glowing. So it seems like it's getting dark about right now, and there are a couple of settlements around here that have some lights. And I'll show you what I mean. There you go. Okay, so that's how I do one of those corners, which is pretty fun. It's a great view. This is the view I have right now. I just love how this game looks. It looks so good. I've got some cool lakes off here to the west. There's the moon rising, and in case you haven't noticed, on most of the planets the sun actually rises in the west, and so does the moon, and it goes through the sky and sets on the east. So that's kind of interesting, kind of east-southeast. But yeah, I really like this area that I'm in. And I've finished off, let's see, 2 out of the 4 sides. I'm gonna come over here and look. Yeah, I finished off 2 out of the 4 sides. I guess I'll just get down here, and then sometime in the middle, once it's actually dark, I'll show you. Oh, I do not want to actually click all the way up there because that's 1 brick higher. Alright. So I do the outside ones first because they're actually the hardest. I kind of slip and slide a little bit, and if you get yourself worked into a corner, then you can just hold the over button with the grapple, and it just keeps you in the same position, so that's kind of nice. and then if you just push R, you can raise up a little bit. Get stuck back in the corner here, and finish that off. Alright, so as you can tell, there are some, well, as you can probably tell, there are some lights right there. But if you look over right where my cursor is right now, and I'm going to move back so you can see, there's actually a light glowing over there. And then if we come around here, yeah, that's a giant light. I can't quite make it. There are some other lights down that direction, right there, but you can't really see them because they don't look as good compared with the world in the sky like that. So, okay. Let's get in here. There's some really exciting things in the lineup for the recent releases, or soon to be released releases, I guess. Not recent, haven't been let out yet. They're gonna be releasing portals. They keep on talking about it. It keeps on not happening, but I think they really want them working well before they do. I know they've been working on them. Talks about the teams getting together and pushing that forward. The developers have also been talking about what I am excited for, which is the progression, to be able to put in a system where you can level up not only your character and put the skill points that we've been earning for a while now to good use and with skill trees, but also they've been talking about adding like a I can't remember what they call it. Okay, so I learned my lesson the hard way. If you run out of a tool, you got to get off your grapple hook, because the instant you change something that's in the same hand as your grapple hook, you actually let go with the grapple hook, so that's not any fun. Okay, so right now I'm actually out of my chisels, which is fine because I need to go back and get some ice anyway. Now my home beacon is quite a ways away. It's in that general direction. You can see it move on the compass. This big one is right there on the compass, but that one is my other home. That's my glacial castle. So I could climb down and run away, run all the way there, but that would take a while. So what I want to do instead is just go to my glacial castle home beacon and just click warp. That's interesting. So I could walk right into a wall, or I could come around and walk the other way, which I think I'll do. Bam, I'm here. Home in my castle where all my stuff is. And it works really slick. Yeah, it costs 100 gold, but I get 2,000 gold every time I level up now, in mining anyway. See, I hope I have some hammers built, or chisels. I thought I did. Yeah, here's a smart stack. So I'll take those, and I want some ice, because I'm actually, oh wait, only 101? I swear I had more ice somewhere. This is actually quite concerning. Let's see, it's not stacked in here. If I don't have more ice, then I will have to, you know, I know I have more ice because I had a stack that was almost equal to my other stuff. That's okay. I can just go harvest some ice, I guess. It'll be kind of boring, but there's plenty of it around, so I can do that. Okay. Well, I'll have to go harvest some ice then. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'll want. I have 4 gleam lanterns here. Some other lanterns. I guess I can just take them all because I will need some light. I think I had some meat cooking, and I'd like that because all the damage I have on myself right now is actually from falling, which is silly, I know, but when you're working up on a high tower and they change the chisel and you're still getting used to it. That's what happens. Okay, and then the only other thing I would like is more igneous stones, but I just don't have any yet, so I'll have to mine those. And since it's really boring to do that, I will forego doing that. Alright, so it looked to me as though... Yeah, it looked to me as though it only needed one, and I'm gonna see if that's actually true. Jungle Skytower. Yeah, it says 1 out of 1. Let's do it. It says 0 hops. I don't know what that means exactly, but let's see how it is to go through a 1 block warp. No way. I have not seen this, so that looks like it's going up into the sky. That is awesome. Okay, I hope I don't die. I've never, I can't really see much through here. Okay, I guess it's a leap of faith. Or not a leap at all. That's very interesting. I've never had this happen before. Oh, it's got a reflection. Nope, it's just, yeah, it's reflecting right there. It's interesting. Kind of interact with the graphics of that. Oh, it closed. It was interesting. Alright, now I've learned my lesson. Even if it says that you can warp with just one, you want to use two, because... Whoa, what? Okay, that was weird. Don't want to break it, I just want to open it up with my toe. There we go. Woohoo! Alright. Very nice. So, I don't know if you guys could tell from the location, but it put me very close. It's the exact same level. I was over here, because I just finished that. I think. I mean, you can go back and watch the video, but and it brought me back to very, very close. And it's just drawing in the land. I like watching that happen, actually. It's kind of cool. So sweet. I'm going to now take that out of my inventory. I don't like selecting things I don't need. And I'm going to put another chisel over here. Oh, I gotta have it in the other hand because I gotta be able to use both of them. Alright. Let's see. Does take a little finagling if you don't get the initial anchor point correct. So I'd always recommend really thinking through exactly where you need to reach when you're going to go out on a grapple. Okay, I just have one more corner down. One other thing that I wanted to show you, I showed you the lakes over here. The place that I came from, and by the way, all of that stuff over there, the white stuff, that's ice, so I'll just be able to go to any one of those things and mine the crap out of it and get all the ice I need to build my next floors. But the location that I'm aiming towards, where my beacon is, that is very much a glacial environment. It's got a lot of glaciers, got a lot of exposed minerals on the surface. As I come through, there's alpine trees, so I'm just seeing the edge of that right there where I'm pointing. And then there's a few more glaciers in between that row of I shouldn't say glaciers because it's actually like the ice stuff. So there's some ice hills there, and then there's a swamp, and then more ice hills, and then another swamp. This area that this tower is actually in is jungle. Go around over here. So right there, all the way through to where I was pointing, which is over there, it's all jungle through here, and then right in that region is desert. So I'm very, very close to everything, all three types of biomes that I feel like are really prevalent on this world. I'm really, really close to, and I'm already, like I said, I'm on top of a hill. As soon as I finish this, I will actually go to the bottom and show you exactly where I'm at. Oh, okay. And you can see what the end results of the chiseling is, the shape it gives the tower. But yeah, like I was saying before, the developers are working on implementing 2 new things. One of them is a skill tree. We've been getting skill points, and what I mean when I say that is that when you level up, it says that you get a certain amount of skill points, but right now you can't do anything with them. You can't even access them to see, oh, I've got 60 skill points or whatever. And they're going to try to implement the skill trees soon. I do like what the developers are doing. They remind me of Blizzard. They're like, yeah, we'll release this when it's ready. So far, the biggest gripe I've had about being in the alpha is that a lot of times when they release new stuff, it breaks stuff that was working just fine. But frankly, that's just part of being in alpha, and it's not the developers' faults. Stuff that they can't really anticipate. And I'm not even sure if alpha is the correct term anymore. It's an early access game, so it's not finished. And I know that that's correct. Alright, so now that I've finished that, I'm just going to go down, using this to go down carefully so that I don't die. And, oh, if I hit that, I will die. The other thing that they're implementing, I'm not sure if I've finished this twice now, is a system to be able to level up gear. So like kind of gear modifiers that you can actually take points and add them to different things. So alright, so I kind of like that. That is so subtle. The curve right here, I'm not sure if you can tell what I did, but I angled each side of the glacial blocks there so that they steeped up and out. Let's go down a bit further, see if we can get a further view. Yeah, there you go. So I've got some windows cut into that level. In the first floor I left jagged, and then I angled them up to the east and west facing windows so that it points upward from the side. I would go out, but to be honest, there's nothing out here. I'm already up on a mountain like I mentioned. So yeah, that's how the tower looks right now. I'm going to go down further and show you how it'll look to anybody who happens to be kind of passing by. Surprised that did any damage to me. If I can get out here far enough. So I'm really excited for the developers to release the item modding, because that's the type of stuff I love. I'm in real life and in games and stuff, I love tinkering. I love taking an item and really playing with it. Games like Borderlands and stuff, where you can customize your weapons, and World of Warcraft even. Alright, yeah, I really like that. So here you can actually see how the angle goes up and to the left and up and to the right, and then on this side it's just flat. I actually really like that. That's just the right amount of detail, I think. I'm going to have the next floor, when I start with ice, I'm actually going to have that cut in as well, so that there's another line to follow. And I'm trying to consider how I'll angle the transition there to make it look more eye-catching, I guess. Alright, so I'm really liking how that looks. It's built on a natural tower. I think this is kind of one of the best angles. This is actually the angle that I saw this tower from first, and I was like, oh, that's awesome. I didn't even realize that you can just walk up the other side of it. It's a pretty steep little climb, but you can still do it. So there it is. That's my Jungle Skytower, and like I said before, it's in the middle of all 3 biomes, so I feel like I can do quite a few things with that, and we'll see how it looks. But I'll keep you posted. Try to make a video each week, and also keep you posted on any really cool new things that the developers add. I think I've showed it already, but you saw the warps today. You can also add these to your beacons. You can just say, as a matter of fact, some of these I know I can just delete because they're not even worth it. Like, and they put these automatic beacons in, which frankly I don't like because I've already saved what I wanted to save for them. And you saw where that Jungle Skytower brought me out. Well, that's way up in the air on this sky tower, and I think that's because it might have put me where I saved the coordinates for, except for I built wall there, so it just put me right on top of the wall where that came in. And if that's how it works, I'm fine with that, because obviously you can't teleport into a wall. But I haven't quite figured out what the developers use as far as setting your locations. But if you click on one of these, you can put set as a landmark, and it will add it to your compass. So like that, the little one that I set as a landmark is up there now. And frankly, I don't remember what that is. I don't know what it is. I could go there and find out, but for now I'm just gonna go mine some ice and keep building my jungle tower. I think it's really coming out nicely. So without further ado, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll keep you posted.